Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Mario's Home News Happy Hour live show. It must be Thursday at 4 p.m., and I thank you all for tuning in today. These are very difficult times, and some of the things that I'd like to share with you today that are non-business is first, stay safe, try to reduce the stress levels by prayer, and also follow the instructions that our political leaders are giving us. And just follow it to the T, especially the social distancing, and staying away from groups and things like that. Today I want to talk to you about our remote services that we've had in place since 2004. So for situations that arise like this, hurricanes, different major situations that can occur, this is the process that we normally use. So tomorrow we're all going to transition home, and we're going to be working from home, and we will still have our telephone hotline available. It will be it'll be answered by a live person, and then they will redirect the call to the appropriate person that the call comes into. So that will limit the amount of face-to-face contact that we have, keep our customers safe, and keep our employees safe. One of the things that this service will do remotely, it's basically our online secure loan application process where our clients for many years go online, we send them a template with a link, they go in, they fill out the loan application, and then we send them a list of the documents that we're going to need, and they upload those documents to the same website securely. And once they upload those, we can proceed to order their credit and also begin the analysis of the financial assessment of their particular loan that we're going to be working on. Once we proceed and give them the pricing over the phone, then what we do is we will be sending them some electronic disclosures that they can literally sign off on their computers at home. So once again, the entire process up to that point is basically totally remote. Once we get to the appraisal part, we would order the appraisal for them, and they would need to have the appraiser come into their home for about 10-15 minutes, take the pictures, and leave. If the client at that point decides they don't want somebody coming to the home, then we'll just have to wait until they're comfortable to proceed at that point, because the appraisal is a key part of a refinance or a purchase. And again, that we leave up to the client at that point. All documents can be uploaded from our website, so there's no having to copy. As long as they're in PDF format, we can upload them, or the client can upload them directly to the site. We will start again remotely tomorrow, where we will not be coming to the office until further notice or directed by the county officials. And the current challenge that we face as a mortgage company is dealing with the senior community with this remote situation. The reason I say that is some of our seniors easily use technology. Other seniors have no technology or very little technology, or depend on their children or their grandchildren for assistance. So we will try to work with them any way we can. However, in their case, if we run into a brick wall, they may just have to wait a couple of 2 or 3 weeks until this situation hopefully gets resolved. Most of our younger borrowers have been using this system for a long time, and even some of our professionals, people who are technology oriented, it's a very easy system to use. When we send out the template with instructions, they're very easy to follow. And when we send out the link to the site, the client actually creates their own username and password, which is private to them only. We do not see anything unless they upload it to the site. So the only ones that will have access to the site and their account is the client. One of the things that we're seeing right now is that for real estate purchases that are under contract. So real estate purchases under contract right now are the priority of the entire industry, because there's dates that have to be adhered to with the contract. Hopefully, because of some of the turbulences that we've had with interest rates in the last 2 to 3 weeks, and I'll speak to that a little bit more after I finish this part, we would suggest that if the realtor can negotiate a little bit of an extension on their contract, to do so to ensure that their client can secure the best interest rate possible. And on the refinances, because there's no deadline, we are communicating with our clients every couple of days, letting them know that they're going to need to wait a little bit, be patient, because we anticipate the interest rates coming down in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Right now, there's a lot of turbulence with interest rates, and I'll get into that in the next few minutes. So closings for right now are being handled remotely, and anywhere that we can possibly get electronic signatures, we will try to do that. If not, the title companies are working with us to get that done the best that they can. So I apologize for the Wi-Fi interruption there. So let's get into the interest rates. Last week, most of you heard that the federal government went to 0% rates. That had nothing to do with mortgage rates. That was for short-term rates, and also the rates that the banks use in order to borrow money from the Fed in order to lend that money out short-term. So please, there's not enough information in the media. I'm getting a lot of calls asking me, do I have the 0% rate? And that does not exist. Like I said, there's a lot of turbulence right now in the wholesale market for residential mortgages, and the reason for that is because of the market volatility and certain things like mortgage-backed securities, the unknowns there, the unknowns with hedge funds, and there's a bottleneck of volume, and the wholesalers don't want to get stuck with closing on loans right now and then having people refi in 3 or 4 months and creating another chaotic situation, which is called early payoffs. When you pay off a mortgage in less than 6 months, the wholesaler has to pay a penalty on that, and that penalty is given down to the mortgage broker or mortgage banker. So they're trying to avoid that situation from happening, and that's why right now the rates are a little bit higher than most people want them to be, because they're waiting to stabilize the market. As you've seen, the Dow goes up and down 1,000, 3,000 points. They're waiting for that to stabilize to hopefully give us the best rates available in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So if you're refinancing, be patient. Your rate will come. A good rate will come, but it's probably not going to Facebook shows besides the Thursday afternoon show. I'm going to do some live shows in Spanish also for our Spanish-speaking clients, and we want to wish everyone to stay safe. The last thing I want to talk about is stress. Life is stressful on a normal basis, and we all deal with stress on a different manner, different way. What I suggest is try to get some quiet time, have some time to yourself, a little prayer and meditation. The guy upstairs will take care of all of us, and let's pray for a quick resolution to this entire situation and that everyone stays safe and healthy, everyone all over the world. So once again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll be talking to you soon. Have a good one.